Good evening, everybody. Welcome to CDR Season 15, Round 1 here at COTA with Tier 1. First man out on track is Kieran. Comms tonight is just myself, Clermont. Evening Pint Size, evening Pink, evening Hosey. Unfortunately, the first lap of Season 15 is going to be completed by Kieran. Well, it might not be completed yet, so a little judgment on that. No, he looks pretty good through the S's there, to be fair. As Pink says, don't even ride on with him. Oh, it's better than your teammate, to be fair. It's like, which is the lesser of the two evils? He's through sector 2. It looks fairly clean. I don't know whether it's quick or not, but it's clean. Which is probably objective number 1, especially so early in quali. There we go, I see a name on the board I've not seen for a long time, Drofter. The return of Drofters after about 4-5 seasons out. Nice to see him back in here. Who else have we got? Flicks just crossed the line. We've got Rick starting an outlap. There's a McLaren. That's Colin. He's invalidated. Bruges on an outlap. Housy's cheering on Drafter there. Is he next across the line? No, it's Riker. Riker first. He's used all his battery already before the final corner. 33.9. Where's Drafter? I've missed him. There he is. 34.4. Oh, shit. Still 75% battery though, so I'm guessing he's made a mistake somewhat. I'm hoping so anyway, because he's not that bad. He should be in Tier 3. Here we go, Harold, Tier 2 champion, moving up to Tier 1 this season. 32.9 straight off the bat, 2 attempts quicker than Flicks. Good first lap, solid first lap for his very first lap in Tier 1. Great job. Dan, 33.6, he's moved up as well, finished second in Tier 2 last season. So Dan just moving up with Harold. 33.6 puts him just ahead of Sammy, who also moved up. Rick, 32.8. Rick straight on the pace. Pretty much picking up where he left the F2 on Tuesday. Drofter's still not using any battery. I hope he knows how his ERS works. Mechanical managing a 33.2. So ahead of Dan, just 10th behind, 10th and a half behind Flicks. Drofter's in the pits. Riker stared out, he's going for another lap. Apologies for the coughing as well, guys. I've had a chest infection the last couple of days. think we've got Bruges on a lap. Is he on a lap? He is. The other Alpines. Harold in the pits. We've got a Red Bull coming round. That's Oliver. Final corner. 33.3. That's on the medium tyres. That's only. Oh, Dan as well. His lap time was set on the medium. So solid lap times from the two of them. Flick's already going back out on another lap. Riker not improving on his second run. He's got fuel light flashing as well. But I'd expect to see him come into the pits. Bruges up to the final corner. Bruges 34 flat. Bruges had a season out as well. I think it's just the season out. But he's only picked up the game like a week ago. So he's not done many laps. Obviously, Bruges is a previous Tier 1 champion. Drofter, I think, 2-time champion, 3-time champion. Two-time. I don't know, I feel like he dominated a lot more than that, but I think it's only 2-time champion. I might be wrong. Evening, Colin. Thanks for tuning in, bud. We've got Pink on a lap. Bottle jobber last season. Pink on his first lap of this season. See what he manages. I'm expecting him to be straight up there at the top. Obviously, we race COTA not too far from the end of season 14. I think it was 3 races to go, 2 races to go. Yeah, 3 races I think it was, third from the end. So lads will be fairly fresh on it, and yeah, Pink straight away, 32 flat. L.I. Colin, 33.3, puts himself up to P6, not a bad lap. Uh, 33.3. Yeah, 33.3 puts him up to P6. Jose 34.7. Okay. So we've got Bobo on a lap at the moment. He's furthest ahead of the lads that haven't set a time yet. See what Bobo can do. .32 flat, half a tenth ahead of Pink. Less than half a tenth ahead of Pink. 48 thousandths. So that is the battle we want to see. Sprayer 32.6 puts himself up to P3. Shame he couldn't do that in the Mercedes last season. Little bastard. I'm just coming up to the final corner now. No battery left. 33 flat puts him up to P6. We've got Moritz, 2 corners to go. Out the final corner now, push up to the line, 32.8. Good lap from Moritz, P4. And he's just coming up to the final two. Plenty of battery left. $32.9 up to P7. I think we've got Dan. Dan's on a second run now. Did he first run on mediums? He's now on the softs. I've not seen his sector split, so I don't know how he's doing. But he has used all his battery already. And he improved by less than half a tenth, so not going to be enough for Dan. He'll need more than that. Well, Anyway is on an outlap. And Oliver also on an outlap. Anyway, he'll be next to start a flying lap, so we'll stick on board with him. I've just realised my mic was muted, and I'm hoping it's not been muted for a long time. I've been talking through a lot of laps. I don't know if I've just muted it then as I coughed, or I muted it earlier. We've got Well Anyway on a lap now, Oliver next to set a lap after him. Well Anyway has used a lot of battery so far and he's sliding all over the shop. That didn't look quick. That'll definitely cost him a couple of attempts though. I'll be honest, it feels strange looking at the leaderboard and seeing Drofter and Bruce so far down. And Well Anyway, 34.8, so he's at the bottom. Oliver is invalidated. So Housey will be next across the line. How's he down that back straight now? That heavy braking zone, sector 2 split, almost 6 attempts under. But a 34.1 had only moved him up one position. I think he will. I didn't see sector 1 split, but I expect he'll jump up more than that. I think the cut-off might be around that 33.3 mark. How's he only a 34.1? Yeah, it's only moved him up to one position. It's not enough. Dropped a tenth and a half up at sector 1. Moritz and Pink happy with the laps they've set. They've retired in the pits. I completely missed her after sector 2 split. Idiot. He was 2/10 under. He definitely needs more than that. See what he manages now out the final corner. Looks tidy. 34 flat, 4/10 improvement. Puts himself ahead of Bruges and Hosey, but out in Q1. Kieran on the lap now, coming up to the line. 33.2. Kieran up to P10. Puts Dan in that danger position. Riker has just started a lap. He's pushing. Drofter obviously is out. Bruges half a tenth under at sector 1. Oh, it's the other V-carb that's in front of... Oh, it's like Colin. Who's in front of Bruges? Bruges might be picking up a bit of a slipstream here from Colin. Hosey's took the line. Well, anyways, took the line. Drofter's out. So it's between Bruges, Riker, Dan, Sammy, Oliver. Here we go. Let's see what Bruges can do. We've got Sammy's into the pits. So if 2 people improve, Sammy's out. Right on the edge of the track limits there for Bruges. Out of battery as well before that final corner. He improves by almost 3/10, but only to P16. Drofter obviously out. Riker didn't improve. So Dan's through. Dan is through. Rick a 31.9, just to pop that on everyone else at the top there, just to show him that he means business. Oliver pulls into the pits. He'd invalidated his lap anyway. But yeah, Sammy just scraping through. Well, I say scraping through. It was, 3.5 tenths. But yeah, losing. Well, anyway, Hosey, Drofter, Riker, and Bruges. The confirmation there, Rick setting the pace in that Q1 session. Not too far from Bobo and Pink, but the only man in the 31s in that Q1. Oliver getting through on a medium time, a 33.3. He was lucky, to be honest. But yeah, losing Bruges, Riker, Drofter, Hosey, and well anyway. And here we go into Q2. Everybody on the soft tyres. To start, I will run and grab a beer. I'll be back shortly. And I am back. That's an interesting one. Spray out on a lap on the hard tyres. So he's clearly gone harder compound for this race. First car who will cross the line will be mechanical, so we'll jump on board with him. Colin 32.9, Flicks beat him pretty much straight away 32.6, Moritz 33 flat, Sammy 33.9, Kieran 34.4, Harold 32.8. Good luck from Harold again around Flicks's pace. That's good considering he's just moved up from Tier 2. That is very competitive, very good. We've got Rick on a lap currently. McLaren ahead of him is Colin, who I believe is on an in-lap. See what Rick can do. Pace setter in Q1, what can he manage in Q2? He was the only man in the 31s in Q1. What's his first lap in Q2? It's not the 31s, that's for sure. 32.668, so beats Flicks by 200ths of a second. We've got Pink on a lap, coming down the back straight. We'll see what Pink can manage. 1016 at sector 2. Still plenty of battery. (32.1) first run. Nice tidy lap there from Pink. LY Colin on a lap, Oliver's on a lap, and Amar. Apologies guys, just keep having coughing fits. 1024 from Colin through sector 2, so already 8 slower than Pink. At the final corner now. Ooh, bit of a slide out that final corner. That'll cost him, but 33.4 puts himself up to P7. We've got Oliver still on a lap. Oliver, then Amar are the first two to cross the line. And we've got Ant just behind Amar. Oh, Oliver right on the edge of track limits there. Up to the line, 32.4, puts himself P2. I'm 33 flat. Ant 32.7. Just behind Flicks, P5. Who just jumps up then? I missed it. Haas. Bobo 32.2. So, oh, Bobo and Pink. Picking up right where they left off. Right where they left off. Dan 33.6. That's P12. Spray will be next. As Pink says, down a pint, you'll be fine. Mate, I've had 6 already. It's not helping. I'm struggling. You see, it's actually quite funny. I've had like a couple of weeks from hell. So I broke one hand, broke a metacarpal in one hand, and then on Wednesday I've cut my other hand with a Stanley knife just below the thumb. So yeah, my hands are pretty useless at the moment. Spray 32.3 straight up to P3. That's a good lap time from Spray, to be honest, considering he missed most of last season. I can say that, seeing as he was my teammate. And he let us all down. No hard feelings. Moritz improving on this run. Just a graze. No, to be fair, it's not a deep cut. It bled like it was a deep cut, but it's not that deep. It's just sensitive, mate. There's a bit of skin that just keeps getting caught and everything. How does it feel with wheeling my hands? Oh, not too bad, to be fair. It's right in a crease, that's alright. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So it depends how the broken hand holds up. Honestly, Kieran, I don't know. I asked the same question. I just changed the blade as well, put a fresh blade in the knife, and the first piece that I cut, I sliced my hand. Yeah, just a bad week. Bad week. Moritz up to the line, 3.5 tenth improvement, 32.6, puts himself up P5. Good lap time there from Moritz. Sammy up to the line, 32.9, P11. So at the moment, the lads who moved up from Tier 2, we've got one sat in P5, one sat in P9, P11, and P14. Which I'd say is not bad at all, considering how good this Tier 1 looks. Yeah, I was less bothered about it being sharp, Kieran. At least I knew it was clean. That was more the issue. Who we got? Ferrari coming out. Is that Rick or Kieran? Probably Kieran. It is Kieran. Flicks, Oliver, Bobo, Pink, all retiring in the pits. Rick is on an outlap, so it wouldn't surprise me if he jumps straight to the top of the field again. A lot of lads coming out now for the final runs. Flicks, I think he's being a bit brave, to be honest. I mean, 3 temps and he's out. 3 temps from Flicks and puts him between Mechanical and Sammy. Oh, Sammy's out. Sammy's retired in the pits. But Amar, Colin, Kieran, Dan. Flicks could be in danger. Olu is safe, but I think Flicks is a little bit risky. And here we go. Kieran starts his final run now. Again, looks lovely through the S's. Did lift off a bit though. I was that busy watching his throttle and brake inputs that I didn't look at his sector split. Silly me. But onto the back straight now. Next car through that sector 1 split will be Kieran's teammate Rick. And Rick's almost a 10th and a half under. Yeah, we've had a car lose it at turn 1, and that is my new teammate Harold in the Alpine, which could put him at risk now. Flicks might be safe because Harold fucked up. And now Kieran, just a corner to go. Again, ERS all used before that final corner. 33 flat, not enough. Not enough. Next across the line will be Rick, almost 4 tenths under at sector 2. Yeah, another one, battery used before the final corner. 31.9, same as he did in Q1. Who's next? LOI Colin. Six-tenth improvement, put himself P9. Mechanical 32.6 puts himself P6. Harold is currently out. Yeah, Harold's out. Amar's out. Sammy's out. Kieran's out. Where did Dan go? Dan P6, 32.4. Which knocked LOI Colin out. And just scraping through. And Flicks. Yeah, Flicks just over a 10th of being out. 10th and a half off being out. That's crazy. That were a bold retirement from Flicks. I think if Harold didn't mess his lap up, and Sammy didn't retire when he did, I think Flicks would have been close, you know. As Dan says, how the fuck am I in Q3? But yeah, there we go. Rick setting the pace in Q1 and Q2 with the same lap times, 31.9s. Pink and Bobo just behind. Spray and Oliver, to be fair, not too far behind them. And Dan, brilliant lap time right at the end there. Got him through to Q3. His first appearance back in Tier 1. But losing LOI Colin, Harold, Sammy, Amar and Kieran. Here we go though, this is the one that matters. This is the one the pressure's on. And I've got to be honest, I think Bobo and Pink still both have something to throw at this. Something that I don't think Rick will have. Rick has done his fastest laps on his second run, whereas the other two guys never did a second run in Q1 and Q2. So it's no disrespect to Rick, but I think the others have something else. But here we go. Spray, first man out on track. You got Spray, Flicks, Mechanical, and Rick. Oh, depend on what tyres people have got left as well at this point. Here we go, Pink. Time for party mode to come back. I'm interested to see. I'll be honest, I think with all the ribbing you got at the end of last season, I think you've been secretly cooking through this off season. I think you're going to blow everyone away now in this. And also, because you said you're available now for the podium interviews, I've made an executive decision to stop doing them. I hope you're still listening. Well, here we go, first lap of Q3. Spray and Pray, we're on board with it. A lot of curve through the first part of the S's, look wide on that third one. Into the hairpin. Looks a bit squirrely on exit, could have just been a spectator issue. McLaren a pink, getting out of his way there. Just the final corner now. (32.1) first lap on the board. That's a solid lap time. Mechanical 33.2. Oliver, it's not Oliver. Flicks 33.3. Rick 32.9. Ooh. So I'm gonna guess Rick's used old tyres. He's done 2 laps in Q1, 2 laps in Q2. I'm guessing he's used old tyres for his first lap in Q3. See what Oliver manages. 32.4. Dan. Yeah, Dan's out of battery at the final corner. 33.3. Moritz, 32.6. Quite a good lap from Moritz. But here we go. This will be the one. As Bobo's just started his hot lap, Pink's coming to the end of his. Up to the line, 31.3. That is quick. That is very quick. Quickest lap we've seen so far. We've got Bobo, who's going to be the next to set a time. Does he have anything to challenge Pink? I don't know. That's a monster like that. Yeah, that lap from Pink's insane. And Bobo, 31.3. Oh, he's beat Pink by 300ths. Exactly 300ths of a second. Shit, it is not over. It is not over. Oh, Bobo, wow. As Rick says, I want to die. Ant-Man is a 32.6, pops himself in P5. Yeah, to be fair, spray and pray. Looking 8 tenths off pole in P3. That is insane. Yeah, that's right, Kieran. They definitely do put on a show during quali, and I'll be honest. You look back at some of previous seasons, or more recent seasons. You'd have Pink dominate quali, but then when it came to the race, sort of anything could happen. There were a few that challenged. It's nice to see someone challenge him in quali and the races as well. I do think this tier has got a damn sight closer. But Bobo is your current Tier 1 champion and currently on provisional pole. I agree, mate. I have to agree that the pace is is alien. Oh Christ! I've got to open window, and it's not enough. I'm struggling with this cough at the moment, lads. We've got cars coming out now for the final runs. Mechanical first one out, so we'll stick on board with him. Followed by the 2 Red Bulls, the Williams of Spray, Mercedes of Moritz, V-Carb of Dan, Haas of Bobo, Aston Avant, McLaren of Pink, and then last but not least the Ferrari of Rick. I'll be honest, I think Rick will struggle to get a lap time in. I think Rick will struggle to make the line. I think he's left it too late. Bit naughty by Rick. Oh, I agree fully, Kieran. You have to put that much faith that you know you're going to turn that wheel in the car is going to go exactly where you want it. Yeah, it's just madness. Alien. But here we go, mechanical starting his final lap. I don't think Rick's going to make it. No, he's not. Yeah, Rick left it way too late. Way too late. Everybody left, he was still sat in pits. So I just want to say, the pace had nothing to do with Rick not getting pole. It was down to his own mistake. But here we go, mechanical now in the final sector. Mechanical almost a second improvement there, 32.3. All over 32 flat. Goes P3. Flixen improved. Spray 32 flat. Moritz 31.9. Moritz brilliant lap considering he's just come up. Dan, what can Dan manage? 32.8. Bobo. Get out. 31.1. Pink half a tenth behind him. That is not the way I expected the first quali session to go. That is not. I expected Pink to come in and just sort of stampede quali. But yeah, Bobo half a tenth ahead of Pink. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, 1 second. Then you've got Ant 7 tenths behind. Half a tenth behind that, you've got Moritz. Moritz, fucking brilliant result. Made it to Q3, starting P4 on his debut here in Tier 1. You know, just moved up from Tier 2. That is brilliant. Nice to see him up there. I'm back in a minute, guys. Right, I am back. Hopefully the coffee will stop now as well as the heating is turned off. Just a quick tyre check. Sammy, Kieran, Bruges and Drofter starting on the hards. Everybody else on the mediums. Although disqualified, I'm guessing he didn't move off the grid. But this is it now. This is where the points are scored. First race of the season. And, well, both Bobo and Pinkle want to sort of pick up where they left off last season. Bobo probably more, seeing as he won the championship. After Pink's little bottle, you know. But yeah, Bobo will definitely be happy with that, taking pole at the first race. Especially knowing how quick Pink is as well. But this is it now. This is what it comes down to. This is where the strategy matters. There we go, final cars forming up on the grid now. Five lights. And away we go. Lights not held very long. Pink looked like he got a great start, to be honest. Bobo's trying to cover him off at the inside, takes the wider line. Pink's still going tight, trying to hold it up the inside of Bobo. But Bobo holds his line, takes the position, keeps the position even. Spray up past Moritz. Dan up 2 places past Oliver and Mechanical. Great start from Dan. Riker up 3 places. Drofter down to the back of the grid. Ooh. It's not where we see his name usually. Flicks up to P8 past Rick. Oliver 4 places down now. Ooh, Ferrari just popped out. That were Rick having a look at Flicks. Harold up past Oliver. What's going on here? Someone's dropping. Eli Colin dropped to the back of the grid. He's got wing damage, so there's been contact there. I know I saw Oliver jump up. Oliver's no wing damage. Harold hasn't. Rick hasn't. I can't see wing damage on anyone else, but... yeah, Eli Colin definitely had wing damage though. He's in the pits. The front 3 controlling the ERS very well. And just trying to control the race from start to finish, it appears. Oh boy, just give it a gentle squeeze though. Riker up past. Oh, actually, no, he's still battling well anyway. Ooh. I felt like that was never going to end well, though. Kieran right behind as well. Is he able to make a move? No, Riker's going back up the side of well anyway. Yeah, makes contact. Trying to look if there's any person who's burnt. Yeah, Dan. Dan and Spray burnt most of their battery. Dan probably not too bad because the car's behind the fighting a bit. He's doing it to stay within the DRS of the lead 5. Spray in 4th. Probably burning a little bit more than he should be to stay though. Blitz up to 7th. Bordering on that that DRS zone to Dan. Also burnt most of his battery as well, so he'll struggle to get back in that DRS zone now. Rick all over the back of Mechanical here. Mechanical out of DRS range, so Rick should have him now on this run to the end of Sector 2. But he's alongside at the braking zone. Mechanical hangs it round the outside, gives him the inside for the next line. Rick backs out and just tucks in behind him. Thought he'd have fought that a little bit harder, if I'm honest. Dan's now dropped off that lead 5. Mechanical and Rick still fighting. Harold trying to defend to all of that. Rick goes around the outside at turn 1. Mechanical takes the normal line. Well, cuts the curve a little bit much. Gives Rick. Oh, yeah, contact. Trying to squeeze Rick, but Rick goes, yeah, around the outside at turn 2. Gives him the inside for the first of the S's, so Colin has to back out. Go on, Harold. Rick's just showing you how to do it. Next lap. It's yours. Oliver wants to make a move on Harold as well. Front 5 all still within DRS of each other. Kieran and Riker battling. Kieran on the hard tyres, Riker on the mediums. Riker's burnt a lot of battery, a lot more than Kieran as well. Flicks is up past Dan. Mechanical, 3-second penalty. This is something I tried to drill into my teammates this season, is especially at this track. Track limits are massive. If you can keep it within the lines, you'll pick up a number of positions. The amount of times you see 6-9 second penalties here is insane. Spray dropping out of DRS to the front three, which is going to cost Moritz. Oh, he's pushing to get back in. He's back in at the detection zone, I think. I think he's back in. Around that corner, onto back straight. Does he get it? Yeah, he does. He does. He pushed to get in. Bobo and Pink swap over at the front. Bobo still battling up the inside. Still side by side. He doesn't want to give it to him. Nobody wants to give up yet. Bobo now hung round the outside. Gives him the inside for the next sequence of corners. And Bobo retakes the lead. Pink's gone for the switchback. But that puts Pink on the outside. Bobo's in the better position here. Just a little bit of a fight. Only 5% difference in ERS. This is going to be a good battle. This is going to be a battle to the end, I think. Pink going for it. Into turn one. Up the inside. A little wide on exit. Bobo's going round the outside at turn two. Gives him the inside line for the S's, but no, backs out. Tucks in behind Pink. Sensible. Very sensible. Pink, your new race leader, but Bobo does have 30% more ERS than him. Coming up to the back straight as well. Let's see, does Bobo challenge him? Does he sit behind him? Yeah, Pink's got no battery. Bobo's got 53%, Pink's got 16% at the time. Pink's still fighting it. Bobo with that inside line, which keeps him in the position again. Pink trying to go around the outside again. But it won't help him. Bobo will hold it. Oh, he's going up to the... Pink's going up the inside in the final corner. Ooh, okay, that's new. That is new. But Bobo's got so much more ERS. Who's got DRS though? Pink has. Pink had the DRS. Okay, that's sneaky. That's sneaky. And he's still hanging on the back of the front two. I think he'll be happy for them two fighting. Spray a second and a half behind now, with Moritz still hanging on behind Spray. So Moritz doing that. I've got to say, Moritz is doing a great job. Absolutely brilliant drive. Rick over 3 seconds back. Flicks a second back from him. Dan just around a second. Mechanical within a second. Harold within half a second. Oliver half a second. Moritz up past Spray there as well on that lap. End up back straight. I tell you what, I've got to say, Not disappointing. I don't want to say disappointing, but seeing Bruges and Drofter so far down, knowing that these two lads were battling for titles a few seasons ago, that's insane. You know, these were the two that everyone wanted to beat. Bruges and Drofter were the Bobo and Pink of, you know, 5, 6, 7 seasons ago. And yeah, maybe it's more like the real F1 now, you know, where we see people come and go, and as they get older, they get slower. You know, the Fernando Alonso's, the Lewis Hamiltons. We see the new lads come through, the Max Verstappens, the Landos, the Oscar Piastris. Is that where we're at in sim racing now? Is that where we're at in CDR? I feel like I've watched these people grow up. Bobo is back in the lead. Sprays just took Moritz back. Both similar ERS levels. Mechanical up past Dan. Who was that then? Who was that? Oliver? Oliver made a move on Harold. I think a car behind made a mistake and went wide. I think Harold might have gone wide. Behind Dan. But lap 9 now, those who started on the medium tyres, which is the top 13, will definitely be starting to feel them now. They will be feeling horrendous right about now. 9 laps is where they'll start going massively. I'm doing a great job, to be fair, sticking on to that front two. Moritz back up past Spray. Rick is back within DRS of these as well, so Rick has closed the... Yeah, I think it were about a 3-second gap. Dan back up past Colin. Bobo past Pink. Colin off... no, that was Dan off track then. Oliver up past Harold. We've got a DRS train from Dan down to GRL. And Dan's pitted, Spray's pitted, and Harold's pitted. Lap 11, they've gone for it. They're going for the one stop, hard tyres on. So Spray, Dan and Harold now will be on fresh tyres, fresh rubber, will be looking quick if they pick up the pace immediately. Now, I know if you start on the hard tyres, you should be gentle on them at first. Whether or not the lads who started on them have been, we'll see. But Rick up past Moritz. Be interesting to see what the front three do when they decide to pit. When they think enough's enough. or whether Spray, Dan and Harold have got the undercut. They've stared out. They've stared out. I can imagine the mediums feeling awful right now. Rick has decided to pit. Flicks has decided to pit. Moritz has stared out as well. Mechanical's in. Oliver's in. Armar's in. Well, anyway, stares out. Oh, we're getting differing strategies. We are getting differing strategies. I think the leading three are fine. Like, they're in no undercut range. But Spray, who pitted a lap earlier, is now right on the back of Rick, and he was a couple of seconds behind. I think. Already just been overtaken by... I'm not sure. Not sure, I might be wrong. I might be wrong though. Dan's a second behind Flicks, and he was definitely a few seconds behind him. So it's helped Dan out, definitely. That's it, the longer the front five stay out now, the more it's going to cost them. You've got Bobo in, Pink's in, Ant's in, Moritz is in. Oh, well, anyway, with a big snap, he stares out. That's going to cost him massively. It's going to cost him massively. He's probably lost about 3 positions there by staying out. With the undercuts. With how much he struggled around that final corner then as well. Was that Pink? Pink trying to overtake Bobo on the exit of the pit lane. Rick is now back on this pack at the front. So Rick is... His one lap undercut has put him pretty much within DRS of and ahead of him. So he's gained a couple of seconds. Spray's within DRS of Rick. Kieran obviously is not pitted yet, but he's within DRS Rick. Spray. Probably not for long. Oliver, 3-second penalty. That'll cost him. See, Bobo's already. Where's... Oh, what's happened here? Why is... Pink's been taken by Ant. And Sammy. So Bobo's in the lead and there's now 2 cars between him and Pink. Bobo's bridging a bit of a gap at the front. What's happened here? Pink will be fuming. Rick made it past Sammy on the straight, but it's cost him. It's cost him to the group ahead. Ant and Pink battling. Pink went for the move at the end of the straight, but not close enough. Bobo again, more ERS than both the guys behind. Is he going to push, try and break that DRS? It's at 8/10, so he's still there. And with the fastest lap. Moritz up past Kieran. Kieran's still on 14 lap old hard, so makes sense. Yellow flags, that is no. It was a slow moving Alpine. It was Bruges. Has he got wing damage? Come on, Bruce, you've got this, mate. You've got this. Just stay in it. Anything can happen from here. I'll be honest, I think Bobo will be screaming for a checkered flag right now. A car between him and Pink is exactly what he'd want. Bobo's just leading the way he wants. He's got more ERS than everyone behind him. He's just fully in control. Fully in control. Rick's falling off the back of that front three. Rick back in that DRS. Rick's pushing. Rick wants to stay with that lead group. Done a great job, to be fair, to get back. Armagh getting a 3-second penalty there. Bruges in the pits, popping in for set of mediums. First of the hard runners to pit. We've still got Sammy, Kieran, Drofter, and LOI Colin out there on hards. Colin obviously pitted lap 1, but popped a set of hards and he won't get them to the end. Oh, it's getting extremely close at the front. Bobo 90% ERS. He's got double what Pink's got. And he's still holding on behind. Sammy pits. Oh, Pink goes for a move. Goes for a move up the inside of Ant into turn 1. But Pink's down to 17% ERS. Bobo's at 92. And Ant's at 60 odd. So Ant could fight back when he gets to that back straight. Let's see what happens here. The field's starting to spread a bit now. Drofter's pitted. Sammy had pitted. Bruges obviously pitted a lap earlier. Kieran picking up a 3-second penalty. He's still yet to pit off his hards. So's LOI Colin. I think Bruges has made a mistake before he pitted, to be fair. Flicks up past Kieran. Actually, Kieran on worn tyres now, so he will really be struggling. Harold up to P9. He'll get P8 with Kieran pitting still. Dan Wright on the back of him. Mechanical on the back of him. Mechanical with a penalty though, so it's looking like a battle between Dan and Harold for P8. Harold picking up a 3-second penalty, so it's looking like a battle between Dan for P8. Staying the same out front at the moment, no gaps, all staying similar. Bobo's at 100% battery, Bobo's cruising. Bobo's doing what he needs to do. You just don't want to let the lads behind him regenerate too much battery, otherwise he'll start getting comfortable. But yeah, front four pulling away. Fresher tyres than the guys behind as well. Dan right on the back of Harold. The timer between Harold and Kieran keeps going between like 8 tenths and up to a second and a half. So it's an interesting one. Kieran's staying out as well. 17 laps on, well, 18 laps now on these hards. He's going to get screwed when he pits now. He's been undercut by everybody. All hard runners, all soft runners. He's been undercut by everybody. Unless he's just hoping for a safety car, but I think if you were going to see one, we'd have already seen it by now. I think Kieran has, well, yeah, pretty much sacrificed himself this race. I think Harold might have him here with the DRS. He does. Dan's trying to go around the outside of Kieran though. He gets the move done. Colin going up the inside of Kieran. And then well off track. And then Kieran decides to pit. Probably should have done a couple of laps ago, but we'll see how it works from now. Dan wide at turn 1. That might put him out of DRS. No, he's still in it. He's still in it. Kieran's come out, what, P18? P17? Still 8 laps to go. Dan has lost contact with Harold. Mechanical's gone past Dan, even though he has a 3-second penalty as well. But the battle between the front four still the same. Bobo P1, Pink P2, Ant P3, Rick P4. I'll be honest, Pink's looking comfortable behind Bobo, but Bobo's still sat at 100%. I don't think either of these two are pushing yet. GRL well anyway, getting past Dan. Spray picking up a 3-second penalty as well. Maritz could potentially take P5 off him. He's got fresher tyres and he has just got within 3 seconds of him. And there's still 7 laps of this race left. There's still a quarter of the race. So, penalty-wise, anything could happen from here. Kira making it up past Riker. Interesting battle at the front. Front two pretty much identical on DRS. And he's slightly below. Slightly, very slightly. He's doing a great job. Great job hanging on to them. Rick burning a little bit more than the guys ahead. Rick's about 20% lower than the guys ahead. Is he going to make a move on Ant here? It looks like he's going to try to. But he's not close enough. He's burnt a lot of battery though and not got a move done. So not too clever from Rick. GRL wants to make a move on Mechanical. He goes for a late one and doesn't get it done. He's not alongside, so Colin's free to turn in there. And GRL has a slide as well. Harold 6.5 seconds back from Flicks, who's 2 and a bit back from Moritz. Moritz is over 3 seconds behind Spray, who's almost 5 seconds behind Rick. But your front four are all within DRS. This is not over yet. No disrespect to Ant and Rick, but I think this is a battle between Bobo and Pink. I think they're just focusing at the moment. Battery usage, trying to work out where the other's quicker, where they can and can't make a move. And I could be wrong, but Kieran taking the fastest lap there. Quick look at penalties there. 3 seconds for Spray, Mechanical, Harold, well anyway, Oliver, Arma and Kieran. Well, anyways, up 10 places. Harold up 3, Flicks up 3, Rick up 5. Colin, LOI Colin down 9, Oliver down 5, and Dan down 4. Now, Harold has just lost a place to Mechanical, which I'm sure he won't be too happy about. All these that are battling have got a penalty as well. GRL forcing his way up the inside of Harold there. Harold holding the position. Great driving from both, to be fair. GRL left the space on the exit and Harold took advantage of that. I've got to say, 4 laps to go, not a single pit and quit so far. I like to see it, lads. As GRL's going for it again, late move. Oh, see yellow flag. What's that? That's a sailboat drafter, I think. Harold's lost it. Harold's in the wall. Come on, Harold. And we've got a safety car. It's a full safety car. Moritz and Flicks pitted. Do anyone else? That is the question. Mechanical stays out. Oh, Mechanical stayed out. Well, anyway, Oliver, Dan, Sammy, Amar all pitted. Moritz went for mediums. Flicks, well, anyway, Oliver, Dan went for softs. Sammy, Amar, softs. Kieran, Harold in the pits at the moment. Riker, Housey also in the pits. Kieran, mediums. I think it's just your leading group, your leading 6 that are going to be screwed here. Collins made a decision to stay out and it might have cost him. Harold on fresh hards. Yeah, that's not going to help him. Paul Bruges got double stack behind him. I'll be honest, Moritz, Flicks, well, anyway, one of them 3 could score a podium here. Really could score a podium. Because the safety car will be in this lap. And I think they're going to be the only ones really that catch back up. Sorry, no, safety car will be in next lap. They're the ones who are going to be pacey. Because there is a massive tyre offset from them front 6. I don't picture anyone getting to the front. Definitely the front 2. I don't picture anyone getting to the front 2. It's just whether Ant can hang on to that 3rd position, if I'm honest. I think they'll breeze past Colin, Spray and Rick. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, we'll see. Well, anyway, up 11 places at the moment. Oh, Harold. Harold's fucked himself there. Because he is right at the back of the pack. He might have the freshest tyres, but there's only 2 laps left and he has to catch up, so he's going to have to burn the same amount that they've already burnt, cruising for a lap. Yeah, there's no benefit there to Harold pitting for them softs. Safety car's going to be in this lap regardless. And there we go, safety car in this lap. And where is Harold? He's only just come through sector 1. And not a great start for the Alpine team. Come on, lads, I expect better. Bruges I'll let off because he's not been on for a while. Harold, come on, Tier 2 champion. You're better than that. But I'm interested to see what Moritz, Flicks, well anyway, Oliver can do. 2 of them do have a penalty as well. But here we go, Bobo's got us underway. We are back racing. Bobo's pushing, Pink's all over the back of him. They've got the jump on Ant as well. Ant's a second behind. Rick's got a move going around the outside of Ant at turn 1. Ant's gone deep a little bit. Rick's trying to go up the inside. Bobo holds P1. Rick has took P3. And Spray is still holding on. Moritz has dropped a oh, Pink's picked up 3 seconds. Pink's picked up 3 seconds. Shit. And at the moment, with how close the grid is, Pink will be screwed. That'll throw him right down to the back of the grid. Flicks made it. Yeah, I don't quite understand what's happened to Moritz. He was in the prime position. He's now dropped. Flicks up to 5th, which with Pink's penalty is 4th. He's now up the inside of Ant. So Flicks has got a podium. Guaranteed, pretty much at the moment, a podium. Well, anyway, round Spray and Pray as well. And he's also battling his teammate Ant. Ant's now tumbling down the order. No, Dan's out. Dan's out. Dan's ended up in a wall. I think that is contact with Ant. Ant was overtaken by his teammate, and then all of a sudden Ant started dropping down until he hit Dan, and Dan dropped. I think Dan has just been took out by either Oliver or Ant. Harold, fastest lap of the race there. Moritz back up to 8th. Pink has taken the lead of the race. Oh, what's happened to Bobo? What's happened to Bobo? Bobo's disconnected. Oh my God, Bobo had the win in the bag. He's disconnected. He's NAI. He's tumbling down the order. Flicks is taking the fucking win. That is insane. That is bad. That is bad. That is bad. Pink with a 3-second penalty, and Bobo disconnecting's dropped him down to 13th. Well, 10th. He's still finished behind Pink. Flick's taking the win. Rick P2, Pink P3. Pink is lucky though. I don't know what's just happened. That's a disgrace. That's disgusting, that. Bobo disconnecting with, what, 5 corners to go, 4 corners to go? That's a shit show, that. Pink saying he only had 2 warnings, not 3. I'll be honest, mate, regardless, you've been let off lightly there with Bobo's disconnection on whatever the hell happened at the end. Everyone just slowed down. The fact that you've still managed to sit on the podium is, yeah, crazy. Crazy. I mean, if you have a report, obviously that'll that'll go to the stewards. That's down to the stewards. But as it stands, from the way I'm looking at it, you've got Flicks P1 from P10 on the grid. Amazing. GRL from P20 to P4. Insane. Sammy on his debut in Tier 1, P13 to P5. Great job. Honestly, great drives, guys. But Flicks, Rick, and Pink are the 3 I need to invite for podium interviews. Pink, Rick, and Flicks. Now, we've spoke to Flicks and we've spoke to Rick a number of times. We've never spoke to Pink. So we'll see if he does join. He did say he would be available this season. And he's fucking here. He's only gonna join. Right. Sorry. We'll start. Pink. Are you here?
Hello.
Evening, bud. We'll start with you, P3.
Yeah.
I've got to say, from my point of view, you were lucky to get that P3 then, with that penalty.
Yeah. I think it's only 2 warnings though, so I'm gonna check it in a bit.
Yeah, definitely. If there was an issue there or whatever, then you're obviously free to report. But from my POV, seeing the 3-second pop up, that safety car as well so late on, field so bunched up, I thought you were going to tumble. And then you only ended up P3.
Yeah. What happened to Bobo?
I think he disconnected, mate. I don't know. He started driving slow. Then all of a sudden it said he left the session and he just tumbled down.
Yeah, I overtook him, and then next thing I know, Flicks in second. I'm like, you what?
Yeah, I've no idea, mate. I've no idea. It looked like it were a disconnection.
Damn. It was a really close race.
Yeah, it were close all the way. You and Bobo never left. I think about 4 tenths to each other.
Yeah. He was so fast in a straight as well. Same as last season. I got rid of so much wing for this race, and he's still so fast in a straight liner. I could barely overtake on the back straight.
I've got to say though, it's great to see that you're now changing your setups as well because of how last season went, and you have someone to battle. You're you're altering things to try and make a difference. I love it. I love how close the battle is between you two.
Well, I mean, the qualifying says it all, really. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I weren't
Like,
expecting that, I'll be honest.
I thought with Bobo getting that close in quali, he was sacrificing some race time, but he just wasn't.
I think he's been practicing as much as you have.
Yep. But it's going to be a great season if it's that every race.
But I have to say, looking at the quali times, I thought you two were just gonna pull away and that'd be it. And no one near you. But it wasn't. It was for the first stint. It was like a front group of 5, and then I think on the second stint it was a front group of 4 until like before the safety cars.
Yeah, Bobo was slowing us down, I think.
Oh, right.
He was backing the pack up because I'm pretty sure he was trying to keep Ant behind me to try and pressure me.
Ah, fair enough.
Because
to be fair, Ant had a good race.
Yeah. But whenever I overtook Bobo, we would pull away from Ant. Bobo would overtake me, and it would slow us back into that group
Slow
again.
you back down again.
So a bit like Sainz in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just it didn't work as well with him disconnecting.
No. I mean, I was prepping up for that last lap move anyway, and that safety car was awfully timed. We had just crossed the pit entry as it came out.
Yeah, I think the front 6 stayed out, and then everybody else behind pitted, and all I thought was it's going to be chaos now to the end. And I mean, it says it all when Flicks pits for softs. I go, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Flicks. I'll come to you soon, mate. Rick, P2. I mean, you've got to be happy. You've got to be happy with the final position. You're probably not happy with how the quality and race went.
A bit mixed. Quality was shit. I fucked it up. So
yeah,
I missed the checkered flag. So couldn't get my final lap in. So yeah, not great.
But you were in that lead group for a good majority of the race. You did. Was it when you ended up behind? Oh, hold on a minute. I need to look at names again. You ended up behind someone and you ended up losing time to the lead group and it cost you. And I didn't think you'd get back in it, but then you did after the pit stop.
Yeah, I was, lap 1 was a bit chaotic for me. I got bumped around a little bit, so yeah. I had a battle with Flix as well, so I mean, he was very aggressive on the braking, so yeah, lap 1 and first stint not great. Got stuck in a DRS train, I think.
Yeah.
At some point behind Dan. And after that, I don't know anymore. But I think Spray.
That might have been the one I was on about.
Yeah, and I don't know how I did it, but somehow I managed to overcut Spray, so I came out ahead of him. And luckily, my teammate Kieran was like ahead of me the lap after. So when I got close to Kieran, he tried to hold up Spray, which, well, he did. But I mean, I soon approached the next car, so dirty air. Yay. Fun. And yeah, after that, well, I managed to stay ahead of Spray and pull away a little bit, and then, yeah, I managed to gain on the top 3. You know, they were fighting, they had dirty air of each other, so yeah, that helped. But yeah, after that, I had like 2 runs maybe on Ant, but yeah, apart from that, again, like last season, it's just so difficult to overtake if you're in a DRS train here. So
I'll be honest, that's
Yeah,
probably more down to the track. This track is
yeah, yeah,
difficult to overtake.
definitely.
So, but first race of the new season, P2, with your qualifying position and everything, you've got to be happy with that final result.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy, but I mean, I wanted more, but it's a bit unlucky with the safety car. But oh well, that's racing, I guess. And great job. It's unfortunate for Bobo and Pink for picking up the penalty and getting disconnected and whatever. So yeah, they deserved the podium places more than me, I think. So yeah,
See, that's the thing about racing is it doesn't matter who deserves it more. If you pick up a penalty, you pick up a penalty. I'd say Bobo's unfortunate to
yeah,
disconnect because
yeah.
that
That fucked me over
that
because
didn't happen at all last season. So it's not as though
that
it's a regular thing.
no, that screwed me up big time. He literally disconnected in front of me, and his ghosted car just suddenly slows down, so that threw me
Yeah,
off, and then
yeah.
Flicks just sent it up the inside. So
Well, I wondered what had gone on because as soon as Bobo disconnected, I saw Bobo drop down, but then a load of other names started changing, and I think it were people reacting to Bobo
yeah,
and other people taking the opportunity. But yeah, look, if there's anything that's going on, obviously stewards will deal with all that.
of course.
I can't comment on any of that. I didn't really see it. I saw Bobo slow down, and I saw a load of names start changing, and there was too much to go on with the what were it, about 4 or 5 corners to go. I couldn't keep up.
Fair enough. Imagine being in the car.
Well, that's it. I think I reacted slower than I actually drive, which is slow enough.
Well, in F2 you were pretty quick, so
Maybe not. But we'll move on now. P1. I've got to say, Flicks. What a fucking drive, mate. What a drive. Oh, you were sort of in that midfield battle, like 5th, 6th, 7th. You were round there all race. And then I saw the pit stops and I saw Moritz was the first on fresh tyres, but he went for mediums and you were behind him on softs. So I thought you'd go for it on him. I thought, you've got the faster tyres, you'll go for it, you're quicker anyway, you'll get him. But then Moritz, I don't know what happened, I didn't see the restart. Moritz just dropped about 4 places. And then all of a sudden you were in prime position. I'm going, oh, here we go. Here we go. This is going to get tasty. This is where elbows come out now. Old hards, yeah. Nice restart for you then, jumping up 2 places. Obviously, Pink picking up that 3-second penalty, and then Pink picking up that 3-second penalty. You made a couple of moves which sort of put you in P3, and P4 on track. P4 on track. Pink had the 3-second penalty, so you were looking at a podium at that point. So you went for it. Well, I tell you what, mate. When the standings come out, take a fucking picture. No, you've had a great drive. To be fair, though, from where you started up to, I mean, regardless of winning, even getting a podium from where you were starting was a big ask. It's a hard track. It is a hard track to overtake. But yeah, wow, what a race, what a season opener. I mean, I've got to say, I feel so sorry for Bobo disconnecting.
Me too.
He's pretty much between. I don't want to say controlled it, but he's pretty much controlled the race, all race, and then disconnects on the last lap with so many corners to go. And yeah, tumble down the order, but I'll tell you what, it'll make up for when Pink pits and quits at some point.
Yeah. I'm not doing that this season.
You know, it'll just even itself out, it's fine. We don't want to see you bottle it again. Oh, that's a point. It'd be worse if you bottled it now, wouldn't it, with the advantage?
Yeah. I'm not having 3 in a row.
Uh-oh.
Well, everybody, remember this, clip this. He's called it.
I can't be remembered as the CDR Sebastian Vettel.
I mean, to be fair, seeing you in P1, mate, is insane. You didn't get a win last season? I remember, obviously, I've spoke to you a few times. I thought you'd had a win. Oh, shit. I mean, you take them as they come.
To be fair, Flix, you've been on the up the past few seasons.
Completely agree.
Nah.
No, not.
Like, a game or so ago, you was getting lapped by me. Halfway through the race.
See, I wouldn't have put you down that much. What I'd have said was, a game or so ago, you were involved in that many incidents that you tumble down the order.
But nah. It's a good thing. You're actually like improving a lot.
Hell of a lot. Yeah, hell of a lot.
Flix, remember what he said? Remember that quote and just take him out turn 1 next race.
T-bone him every race from now on.
Nah, just joking. It was shit timing. That's what it was. Yeah, we caught the safety car. Fuck.
Yeah, insane end to the race, to be fair. But thanks everyone who's tuned in. Thanks everyone who's commented. Thank you to our podium sitters who's joined the interviews. Pink, Rick, and I almost said Bobo then straight away. Flix.
Oh no.
Oh Christ, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Pink, I'm a Bobo fan.
Yeah.
No, but great job, podium sitters. Congratulations, Flix. Great drive, and yeah, brilliant result, mate. Well done. Join us here on Sunday night. I say Sunday night. It'll be early because of the real F1 race. I think we're racing at 6 PM on Sunday. Here for Tier 3. Yeah, we'll see you then.